So they got a snake with water coming out of their mouth and a woman running from the water that's coming toward her. How you going to understand it with that? You're not going to get understanding through that. So the serpent, which is the devil, which is Satan, they all the color of red in verse 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. So the dragon is red. Then you go to verse 9, and the great dragon, which is red, was cast out. That old serpent, which is red, called the devil, which is red, and Satan, which is red. See? Which deceiveth the whole world. Their whole objective is to lie to the whole world. So that they're lying and you believe the lie. That's why it's telling us, and the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood. These are lies. After the woman, and the woman we know in Jeremiah 6:2, it says, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman, symbolically. That's why when you read about, we just went over in this lesson about the 10 virgins, right? And the bridegroom. So that's the woman. That's symbolic for the Israelites that have this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and going into the bride chamber with the bridegroom. I gave this analysis in Matthew the 25th chapter. We went over this, you see, because they were wise. They had this spiritual understanding of the Most High, his laws, statutes, commandments, to be able to go into the kingdom. And those that were unwise, that didn't have the laws, statutes, commandments, didn't want to follow them, they were cast out. He said, depart from me, I don't know you. I never knew you. That's serious. So now we know that the woman represents the 12 tribes of Israel, 1/3, mind you, that remnant. It says, and the serpent cast out of his mouth, verse 15, water as a flood after the woman. Remember, he been doing this. Who taught the first lie? Who told the first lie? The serpent. Remember that old serpent that's talking about in verse 9? He told Eve what? You will not surely die. The Most High said, you eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you're going to die. What did the serpent say? You will not surely die. Because he was dealing with her lust. Her wanting to have the same power as the man Adam. So he went into his lust. He go into your lust. Find out what you desire that's contrary to the laws of the Most High, and he work on that until he gets you. Like somebody always coming at you. You know they're evil. You know it's not right. They keep coming at you. Then you give in to the devil. Now your chances of making it to the kingdom is less, especially now. But it says, and the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood, carried away of the lies. And the earth helped the woman. The earth helped us. And the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed up the flood. The earth opened up her mouth with all the knowledge and understanding, all the books and beside the Bible that we have, to realize that we are the children of Israel and we got to come back to his laws. We got to repent and come back to his laws, statutes, and commandments, and fear the Most High, cry to the Most High, and not think we all righteous. We all that. But we ain't nothing as we ought to be. When my second going to take 1,000 years to show us of the Father, and somebody talking about they know the Most High. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power, it says. But the earth opened up her mouth through archaeology, to anthropology, geography, Bible prophecies. Well, we have this in different books that coincide with the word of the Most High, to destroy the lies that the devil, the serpent, the dragon, Satan, the Edomites, and everybody else that's wicked, cast out of their mouth lies, like these different religions and so forth. Lies honoring the Son on his day, S-U-N I'm talking about, on that day when the Most High said he gave us a Sabbath. The Sabbath didn't never change. Y'all better understand. I don't think people understand. They don't really understand the Most High. You put man more have more power than the Most High for what it is that his day is? He said, it's my day, the Sabbath day. He said, learn of me. This is all his day. And you mean to tell me they changed it from the seventh day to the first day of the week? Ask a little child. Ask a little child, you adults, you ask a little child, put a calendar in front of them and tell them to point to the first day of the week. Instead of they point to the day that y'all go to church and the religions, the day that you be all excited about. And you ain't, if it is the Sabbath, you ain't following no Sabbath. You cooking, you doing all the things the Most High said we're not supposed to do on the Sabbath. All those things. That's against the laws of the Most High. You're doing. If that's what you call your Sabbath day, you look at the Sabbath and hey, you have a pleasure on this day. You're supposed to do none of that. So the earth opened up her mouth to let us know we're supposed to be honoring the Most High on the Sabbath day. This ain't hard. We've been doing it for years and years. I don't know. I didn't even see Friday night. All I knew was from the school to home for years and years and years. I never ever seen how the world was on the Sabbath night, except for my path to the school, and it'd be daylight, and then my path from the school home. For so many years, somebody asked me to take them home. That was the first time I ever seen the Sabbath night, as far as what's happening in the world, is going around, that I seen things that was happening in the world. You know what I mean? Like, I hadn't seen it.
No, you was like, wow.
Yeah, I was like, right. It was like, whoa, look at everybody out there partying, doing all kind of things. You know, it was an experience, you know. But it was years and years and years I never had seen what was going on. I just had a path. I went there and I came back home. You know? But that's beautiful, you know, because that's just diligence. You know, I just...
Shows you was really separated from the world.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I never really seen the world like that. I never, until somebody asked me to take them home. But I take them home. I never, you know, seen Sabbath night as such, you know. I'm talking about years and years and years and years and years. For a whole long time. All praise the Most High, man. But we have to look at what the Most High is saying here, because this could be our last time crying to the Most High. Pray to the Most High heart and ask Him to allow us to be worthy to be in His kingdom. But look, since the dragon know he got a short time, Satan know he got a short time, the devil know he got a short time, and the wicked know that they have a short time. Verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman. So it's coming back to us. The children of Israel is that woman. So I told you in Jeremiah 6:2, symbolically. And went to make war with the remnant. This is very important. The 1/3 of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High. Who is that? Do they do that in the church? They teach you got to keep the commandments of the Most High, the laws of the Most High. They telling you that ain't none of the law. So let's talk about us that keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of a Mashiach Yahushua. Because we're the ones that the Most High said He gonna give the kingdom to. Jacob is the beginning of that follower, that 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. We got next forever and ever and ever. You know? And all the nations, like I said, the stranger gonna be joined to us. You should be wanting to know what it is that we're bringing forth. And following it. Understanding it. Because you're going to be made to know. Or you ain't going to be blessed. You're going to be, look, you don't want to serve us? It's okay. Got something for you too. Isaiah 60:12. We can't hear it enough. Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. That's what it's saying. So you got a choice. To choose life or death. And that death is being thrown in the lake of fire. Look, Isaiah 47 and 14. It said, behold, they shall be as stubble. That's tumbleweeds. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. And this chapter goes right along with Revelation 18th chapter. You can make a note of that. This goes right along with Revelation 18th chapter. Why it says, thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored. Even thy merchants, like you got all the ships out there in the ocean, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, back home. None shall save thee. Hear that? Remember they're going to stand afar off for the fear and the torment of her burning? Say, ain't nobody going to save them. What you going to do then? It's very important that we see this and lock into what we have to do to be approved to the Most High. That's keeping his laws, statutes, commandments. Go to Isaiah, the 5th chapter, and verse 13. Isaiah 5 and 13. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity. Why? Because they have no knowledge. Hold that. We went into captivity because we have no knowledge, right? So what did he say in Hosea 4 and 6? Hosea 4 and 6. We went into captivity because we have no knowledge. And how we going to get out of captivity with the same ignorance that we always had and not following the Most High's rules and regulations? Hosea 4 and 6. My people went into captivity because they have no knowledge, right? What did he say here? Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We went into captivity for lack of knowledge. Now we are destroyed for lack of knowledge until this day. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, the knowledge that's coming to you, I will also reject thee, he said. You'll be a bunch of rejects, according to the Most High. That thou shalt be no priest to me. So all these leaders that's not dealing with the unadulterated truth of this Bible, identifying those that are in this world as the Israelites, and those that are in this world of these other nations, that the Most High say the haters and the enemies of the Most High in Psalms 83rd chapter, who identifying that? You don't even identify the fact that the so-called white man killed Mashiach Yahushua. Who does that? What preacher you hear saying that? On television. That's of these secular, worldly churches saying that to the congregation. I mean, they say the Romans, I've seen them say Romans, that's them. Who the Romans? Come on. It goes right over people's head like, oh, when it comes out to the Bible, all of a sudden you forget about history altogether. It's like some kind of mystical voodoo or something. I don't know what I can call it. Just something just come over their minds. Like we try to talk about the Bible. It's like some just come over their minds like just.
That's how they treat it. Like it's not accurate.
Yeah. Like it's something that mystical or
like a myth. That's how they try to treat it.
Yeah, like it's something that really you can't really except for what it says, because they don't know it, because they don't read. They've been programmed not to read. That's why it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. You hear that? That's very important. They have forgotten the law of thy power, or your power. Thy or your is a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership only to us, the children of Israel.